What's up YouTube, Tom from Tech Stops here coming your way, and today I'm doing a review of the Panasonic Lumix TZ10. This is a super zoom compact, 12 times optical and 16 times digital zoom, 25mm wide Leica lens, comes to us just under $500. You may have seen my unboxing video. If you haven't, just below this video there's a description box with a link to it, but this is the review of this camera, so let's get into it. So the Lumix TZ10 is a great compact all-round camera. It sports a 12.1 megapixel sensor. It's got the Leica lens which opens up to 25mm at its widest and has a 12 times optical zoom which expands up to 16 times digital zoom and has all the typical Lumix functions that we've all come to love. If I start off at the construction, the TZ10 picks up where the TZ7 left off. It's got a solid build quality and feels great to hold. It's not the slimmest of compacts on the market, but it isn't designed to be either. The TZ10 packs much more of a punch than the pure compacts out there, and for that it adds a little bit of bulk. Notwithstanding that, it continues to only weigh 214 grams and measures 56mm by 103mm by 33mm wide. You also find the controls easy to navigate with a dedicated video record button, a welcome addition. Moving around the camera, you have the GPS hardware at the top of the camera which allows for easy geotagging and works like a dream. You also have the dial and function knob right at the top there, zoom control and shutter button. On the right hand side you've got the HDMI and USB port connections. Underneath you have the battery and SD card slots, and on the back you have a 3-inch LCD screen with 460,000 dot resolution and some more control buttons. If we move on to usability and performance, I found the TZ10 menus are similar to other recent Lumix menus and are really easy to navigate. Even digital camera novices will be able to pick this camera up and use it with a bit of experimentation and a quick read of the user manual. The scene modes the Panasonic TZ10 or the Panasonic put into the TZ10 also help novices to take great pictures in almost any scenario. Manual controls that the TZ10 has really put this camera into its own, giving the user a lot more functionality and creative control. This, with the 12 times optical zoom, makes this camera a perfect travel companion. The TZ10 undertook all tasks all throughout it with relative ease, so no issues to report on the performance front. The image quality that the TZ10 produces is great, especially considering the size of the camera. Images are only captured in JPEG format, with the TZ10 not having a RAW output format capability, which I think is a real shame, especially because it has manual controls. It'd be really good to have that RAW capability, which puts it in the realm of the DSLRs in that respect. The super wide angle lens with great zoom produces some great images all through the focal range with no major distortion experienced. Now if you need a little bit of extra reach, the TZ10 gives you an extra 4 times zoom, taking it to a total of 16 times zoom. This is what Panasonic calls intelligent zoom, but I'd like to warn you guys that it's basically digital zoom and results in some pixelated images at times. I for one always turn off digital zoom in all compacts to retain full image quality at its best, and at 12 times optical zoom it's definitely enough for most scenarios. So if I just show you guys a couple of sample images from the TZ10, here you can see an image at its widest at 25mm. And now if we move across, this next image zooms all the way using the 12 times zoom, and it just shows you the perspective and the indication of the magnification this camera produces. Now this is 12 times zoom, so it's full optical, and I haven't gone into the digital zoom range. Now I'll just show you some more images now, and when I do, just keep in mind that video or a YouTube video format may not be the best medium to showcase the image quality, so I will emphasize that the image quality is really good from the TZ10. In respect to video quality, the TZ10 also produces really good videos, and it outputs at 720p at 25 frames per second. I would have preferred to see the TZ10 actually produce images at 30 frames per second or even 60 frames per second, but it's not to be seen. But nevertheless, the 720p at 25 frames per second is pretty good for a point-and-shoot compact, and the output quality is really good. You can output via the HDMI cable, so you can get some good quality video out of this camera. So in conclusion guys, I really enjoyed using the TZ10 at just under 500 bucks. It definitely isn't the cheapest compact out there, but you get a lot of bang for your buck. You get the GPS geotagging, you get a fantastic lens with a great 12 times zoom, which really outputs some really high quality images. And overall, it may not be the slimmest camera out there, but it gives you a lot more functionality, and it's a real great all-in-one camera, manual controls and so forth. One thing I would like to see in this TZ10 is if Panasonic allowed for raw output of images. Just gives you the JPEGs. Something you can get around, but I would like to see that, especially incorporated with the manual controls. But all in all, if you've got 500 bucks to spend and you're looking for an all-in-one camera, something you may need to, you may want to take overseas traveling, or you just want to have in your pocket, this is the one to go for, in my opinion. If you're looking for some super slim digital camera, just a point and shoot, probably not the way to go. But if you're looking for something really functional, that's really outputs really good quality images, TZ10 is definitely one to consider. It's Tom from Tech Stops here. Don't forget to let me know what you guys think of the TZ10 and the Lumix cameras. Just post below. And don't forget to give me the big thumbs up in this video, just on that button on the bottom there, left there, if you guys enjoy it. Catch you guys next time. Cheers.